seem to have this entrepreneurial ability. Like, where do you think that came from?
Well, that's actually a really, really good question. I don't know where it came from, but I know that I had it in me. Like I always loved, like when I was really a kid, to trade things and try to like bring more value in the things I was trading. So start with like magic cards and then eventually get a Game Boy or something like that. And yeah, but for my parents, actually, like business has never been like a job, or like going to business school. Like it didn't make sense for them. It's like, no, like study science, like for them it was old school mindset. They didn't go to uni or whatever. So it's like, if you study science, you'll get like technical knowledge and you can do whatever you want.
Yeah.
So I had to do like, I'm a chemical engineer. I even studied advanced medicinal chemistry in Glasgow. So I spent a bit of time in Scotland, and lovely, yeah. Drank a lot of beers.
Yeah, for sure.
And eventually, like after that, I had like my master's and everything, and I told my parents, okay, like I want to go to business school now that like I have my engineering background. Don't worry, eventually, like if there is no
to
job,
fall back on.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And then they were like, okay, and once I started actually like being in so business school are extremely expensive. Like I think it's the same all over the world. So I went to HEC, which is like pretty like it's the best business school in France. And when I was there, like because it was really expensive, I also wanted to start like building a business on the side. So I started a business with my dad, and for him at that time, I became like I was a businessman, because I was in the best business school in France. So it was like, okay, like my son is gonna help me like get a lot of money, build like a profitable company, because he is like a designer, yeah. And we started working together, and I was like really, really naive when I started. So I was putting a lot of pressure on him. So we have like a lot of stock, because I was like, once we go live and start selling t-shirts, the website, we need to be sure that it holds the loads, because they're gonna have like massive people trying to buy everything, etc. So I was building a community around Paris, so we can use this community to like start selling t-shirts and everything. And once we launched the website, we had like a 0 order. And I was like, holy fuck, and then I felt so bad. And the more we were growing, and we started having a bit of sales, but very few, like 5 to 10, etc. And I was putting like a lot of pressure on my dad. Like I kind of ruined the relationship we had, because we used to exchange a lot of ideas, but I was kind of making him pay for my mistakes. And I felt really, really bad. And one guy from my school actually was starting his own company, which was a lead generation agency. And he was alone. And then he was telling me, I didn't know anything about B2B, but he told me like, let's start this together. Like you're a grinder. Like I know a lot in B2B. Let's exchange, let's grow together. And we started this together. And since then, I really made a promise to myself, to never really let down the people who I care about. And since then, I think it was kind of my drive to really work hard on customer acquisition, understand the ins and outs of marketing, sales, growth hacking, and all these type of things. And later on, we started building Lemlist. But yeah, it was I think it kind of started there.